Welcome to Not Your Average Neighbor, the podcast celebrating inspiring individuals and the amazing work they do in our community. I'm Ann Roushar, your host, inviting you to join me as we shine a light on stories of resilience, connection, and good news. Let's build a neighborhood that uplifts and inspires, one story at a time. Hey, neighbor. Welcome to Not Your Average Neighbor. And today's guest I have with me is the lovely and talented Tyler Anderson. She has been making her fashion debut here recently, and I'm going to let her tell you more about that. But just before we get started, don't forget to follow all of the socials for Not Your Average Neighbor podcast. Like it, share it, leave comments, leave feedback in the podcast areas. And that just gives me more support and more outreach to the community and to share good news. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce you to Tyler Anderson, designer behind It's So Tyler, SEW. And she is a 21-year-old fashion creative with a degree in fashion merchandising. And she specializes in custom game day outfits, which you're going to see in this video. And they make bold statements and complement personal style of wives and girlfriends and family members that are following these teams. Football, specifically football right now, but I can imagine that this is going to grow into other sports. Her creative journey began when she designed unique outfits for herself to wear at college football games, and her designs quickly gained attention, leading to requests of custom pieces from others and transforming this passion to something that she loves. So we're so happy to have you, Tyler. Thank you so much again for being here. When I think about our relationship, I was trying to do the math because I met you and your family through our beloved friend and my sister from another mister, Megan Valenta. We worked together, and then we all became very close friends throughout our time working together, as well as outside of that. We had a lot of fun together as well. And your mom, who is a talented uh, hair stylist, designer of hair. I mean, this is her creation. So it's probably been about 18 years. So I've known you since you're probably like 2, 3.
Yes, no, I was talking to my mom, I'm like, "How long have we known Annie?" And she was like, "Well, I was her friend before I was her hairstylist, and for however long as you can probably remember." And so that was her answer as well, is
Yeah, yeah.
the baby.
I honestly don't. Yeah, it's like so special. And I just love your family. And I'm just so delighted that you're here with me today. So we have a long history. And gosh, I'm just, like I told you, I'm just excited to watch this new fashion career like take off. Like it's already taking off, and I couldn't be more proud of you.
Well, thank you.
So for the first question I have, or the first segment that we are going to start with, is Tyler Anderson. Tell me something good. Give me some good news. What do you got?
Okay. Um, uh, so it's kind of funny. I go to school for fashion merchandising, which is more the business side of fashion. I had never touched a sewing machine in my life until July this past summer of 2024.
Are you kidding me?
No. So
Holy moly.
yeah, so I had no idea how to sew a straight stitch whatsoever. And this summer I was living here in Ames. I had just gotten back from being abroad for a semester, and I wanted to pick up something. I was full-time nannying at the time, but I had a lot of time still on my hands. So I went and bought a sewing machine. I did a little research of which sewing machine I should get. I got one that can embroider as well. It's like nothing crazy, just like it has a little attachment. You can do like a 4x4 embroidery as well. So I went out, bought that. I had gone home shortly after, and my mom, being so creative herself, she was always doing art projects as a kid. She
Yes, she
always
was.
she has everything you need, times 3 whenever you need it. So I go home and I ask her, "Mom, do you have anything, like, for sewing?" And, sure enough, she had a whole cupboard filled with all the things. So I pack it up, I take it back to school. My first thing I started sewing was a vest, like one of the puffer vests, and I started the reason why I wanted to start sewing was because my boyfriend played, football at Iowa State here, and the previous season, I had made some fun things, but again, I hadn't ever sewn before, so it was pretty basic, like, iron-on type of thing. Um, so this summer when I had free time, I wanted to get into sewing in hopes of making these game day outfits for my boyfriend's season. Um, and so I started making these puffer vests, and it wasn't for me. The first one wasn't for me. It was kind of just learning. It was for a friend. Um, and I it was obviously I go back and I look at it and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, what is any of that?" Like can't believe I even gave that away because it was completely learning from scratch. Didn't even know how to do a straight stitch. Um,
Well, I'm sure she loves it and it's unique,
yeah,
one of a kind, like no
yeah,
one else can have that one. So,
it doesn't
it's going to be worth
right.
some money someday.
Yeah, it doesn't fall apart when she wears it, yet, at least. But then um, started to make game day, outfits for myself every week, and I worked 2 jobs, part-time. I'm a full-time student, and when I had any free time, I was sewing, literally, for the next game, the outfit for the next.
Wow.
And so it kind of turned into people like waiting to see what I wore the next week. It was kind of like a little exciting, like, what is Tyler going to be making
Right.
every week? And so then if it wasn't for my friends, I loved making the things. I was super nervous of making like a platform to show them on than it was my personal one. I don't know why I was like kind of like shy about it at first.
Well,
Yeah, it was me and all my
I
friends
get it.
we were sitting together one day, and I was like, "I feel like I should make, like, another Instagram account for this, but I don't know what I should call it." And we all were just talking back and forth, and one of them suggested, "What about, like, It's So Tyler?" And I was like, oh, "I love that. I love that."
That's
So
it.
I made the account, I started posting my game day outfits on it, and, people started following. It wasn't anything super crazy, but it definitely got some attention. I started posting things on TikTok, and, I would have people reach out wanting me to make them things. At the time being, I was so busy with even making my own outfits. I didn't really have much time, but the Iowa State season wrapped up um, around December, November ish. I had a little more free time on my hands. And Steph Wilfon had reached out to me, who is Cooper DeSheen's girlfriend, and she had shown interest, and we didn't really come up with a plan quite yet of what she wanted. Um, but once it started getting closer to the Super Bowl, I wasn't making outfits for myself anymore.
Mhm.
I reached out to her. I was like, "Do you have a Super Bowl outfit? I think we need to get you in something." And
Yeah, because didn't they do a red carpet this year for the Super Bowl too?
I'm I don't know if I
I
know
feel like they did. I
did
feel like
they?
my girlfriend, one of my friends, I was over at her house before, and she's like,
Mhm.
I'm just excited for the red carpet. So I was like, oh, okay. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah.
So sorry to interrupt,
No, no,
but
you're okay. No, I don't know if I've seen it necessarily. If not, which I'd be interested to go see. So now I'm
yeah.
gonna go look that up. But um, yeah, we got in touch. She had a team of stylists, and the 4 of us got in a group chat, and I had already been planning my outfits for next season. And there was so many things I wanted to make that I didn't get to make this past season. So I was like, I had just like kept thinking about these boots. I was like, I love the football material that I have made some stuff with, and I need to make these boots. And I'm like,
Yes.
I would have to pull up the text, but it was something along the lines of she wants something that's classy, but she wants it to be a statement, but doesn't want it to be, like, too much in a way. And so I was like,
Right.
"I think these boots are perfect." You know, they're not
They're
gonna
a statement all their own, that's for
Yeah, that's
sure.
all they needed, and then, I have been thinking I wanted to do, like, a sheer, um, top, like, custom top, and so I was like, "I think those would go together." So, I think it was before their last game when they had won, before they went to the Super Bowl. I think that was maybe, like, a week or week and a half that I had to get all this stuff ordered and get it all made, and, I hadn't made the boots before, so it took me a little extra time of, like, how I wanted to do it. Um,
Yeah, and how do you know? Like, what were they made out of?
they're made out of, like, a actual football material. I have some right here, I can try to show
Oh
you.
my gosh, like
Like
leathery
yeah,
pigskin
like,
material.
it's
Oh
like
my
a
god.
it's a in the back,
Yes.
kinda like a vinyl
Yes.
in a sense, yeah.
And I'm
Um,
sure, okay, like let's recap again that you just started this sewing journey in
mhm,
July of 2024, and
yeah,
now you're going into boot making.
right,
Like, my
yeah,
head is exploding right now. That is incredible. Uh,
yeah.
so continue. So,
So
so sh
so she had after she'd reached out, we made the full plan. She actually is from Ankeny. Her mom works at Iowa State, where I go to school, and so we made a plan. I made it. We met up. She was leaving on her flight the next day. Um, she got to take it all, and she posted. Obviously, Cooper being a rookie, he had already been getting lots of looks. I believe he was up for Defensive Rookie of the Year finalist.
yes.
So he was already definitely being looked at, and he's from Iowa too himself. And he went to University of Iowa, and it
Mhm.
just kind of everything fell in line. It was perfect timing. She um, obviously got a lot of attention her way with him getting the pick six. He was a
Well, and it was his birthday, no
and it
big
was his
deal.
birthday, and obviously they're in the Super Bowl, like, that just in itself. So it was just
The
everything.
entire state was rooting him on, that's for
Yeah,
sure. Even if you were not a Eagles fan, you were rooting on Cooper. It's his birthday, and then he did the amazing pick six touchdown. Like,
yeah,
can't even believe that that
yeah,
happened. So wow, that's
yeah.
incredible. And how did she have to have like alterations made? Like, did it
Mm-mm. No, it
holy
was so I attached so it's like a boot, like, sleeve in a sense, but I attach it actually to the boot just because the material, it's not like I could put elastic in it or anything. So the boot was her size, so I just had to fit it to the boot when it came.
Okay.
With
Okay.
topping, I had attached in the football material his number 33 to the back of it. With it being so short notice, I didn't have time to make, like, a shirt from, scratch, and,
Right.
so she just ordered a sheer top that
Sheer.
liked
Yeah.
she liked, and, I just attached it to it. So, yeah, it was pretty there was definitely no alterations because I just did it on the things that were already fitting her.
Right, 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 right.
So
No,
it
that's incredible though. And they were spotlighted in Us Weekly, the New York Post,
Mhm.
social media, all over the place. Who am I forgetting? Where
Sports
else was it posted?
Sports Illustrated made
Oh my God. Like amazing.
um, the NFL posted it. I wasn't, like, tagged in it, but it was of her whole outfit, and it was from a great angle. It's the back, so you could see it all, and so
Yeah.
it was really awesome. And as well as Steph herself gained a lot of following, and she was so kind to tag me in, the work that I had done.
Share that.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I really have to thank her for, 1, letting me have the opportunity, and 2, just allowing her platform to direct them my way as well to
Hmm.
give me recognition
Hmm.
for making it. But as well as her stylists, like, her stylists were amazing to work with. They do amazing work. They also, I believe, style Cooper and some of the other wives and girlfriends on the team. Um, and she had a hairstylist and makeup as well. I wasn't much in contact with them as I was working with her stylist, but
Mhm.
it was all super cool to see it all pull in together, and she looked absolutely amazing.
Oh my God. Stunning.
It
And
was
I love that she like went with brown instead of like, the green and white that I loved it, because I'm such a costume person that I would have been like in green and white, like
mhm,
blingy, sparkly, but
yeah.
that's just an old lady like me, but so it was so like simple but powerful. And what is the style of that boot called?
Knee-high boots,
But like the cone like
the cuff.
shape, it's a
Yeah,
cuff.
it's like or like, yeah, boot covers, boot cuff. I
Okay.
is
Okay.
Yeah, is kinda what I would say,
Well,
because
I've seen them more and more on people. So, but I
mhm,
must say, I didn't notice them until I saw them on Steph first.
mhm.
So, congratulations.
Well, thank you.
What's next for you? Have you gained any other opportunities from this? Like, what are you going to do after graduation?
So after that, I do plan to take It So Tyler full time. Um, it's hard because I'm only one person, and the creative process is a lot more of my time than it is hands-on, if that makes sense. Like, it hands-on itself takes me hours and hours, and but to plan and to order and to come up with these new concepts, that in itself takes so much time. So sometimes I find myself like not feeling like I'm getting cut short, because that's not what it is, but it's like all of the efforts that go into it to just get it out. Um,
Mhm.
is just a lot of time, and so that was something I was worried about, but also being working 2 part-time jobs and being a full-time student, I also think that was adding to it. Like, I felt like I had no Tyler time. Like, I was just fully focused on something
Right.
and always thinking about something new. So now that I think once after I'm done with school, at least taking the summer to see how, 1, I am new to, running any sort of business. So
Right.
that in itself is a challenge. So just getting a trying to find a groove of like what would work for me and what I need to set in stone. Let that may that be having certain designs that I do specifically, or if it will be, some if I have a new creative idea, if I don't know. It's like a whole
There's a whole lot into it. I get it. I mean, I created a podcast out of nowhere, so I
Mhm.
understand, and all of that behind the scenes work, I understand as
Yeah.
well, especially when it's you. And
Yeah.
I mean, I have an amazing behind the scenes person. But other than that, it's just the two of us, and
Mhm.
he's not local. So it's like we're doing a lot of talking and communicating via WhatsApp and, emails and all of that. So
Yeah.
I get that, but I just can see this like blowing up. And, I'm not a football, like I love Iowa Hawkeyes, but like I don't like follow fashion as far as football. So I can imagine that I saw a lot of very similar, like, bold with the numbers and their, that
Mhm.
kind of stuff. And I'm like, I just love it. And I love that you have found this groove. And I just say, go for it. Is there anything besides following you? Is there anything else that maybe someone in our community could help you with? Like,
Mhm.
um, is there a mentor you need? Is there, like, I'm all about promoting
Yeah.
you, but also promoting others. So if there's something that you need, I'm sure we know someone we could connect you with.
Right. I think a big thing is just connections, even if it's to like D doesn't have to be D1, just athletes themselves,
Yes.
even just like putting my name out there,
Yeah.
reposting all the things right now. So last semester, actually, it kind of falls in line with my journey as well. I was taking this entrepreneurship class that I have to take to graduate. Um, and we basically during we have to make a business plan, and you can choose to be alone with a partner, or you can do a group project, which is for someone else, a small business. But
Mhm.
with the option of you can be by yourself or with a partner, it's your own business idea. And I remember going up to the front of the classroom like after class, and I was like, I've been doing these couple of game day looks, and I have this Instagram, but I'm nervous, like, of doing it by myself, this whole big project for the semester. I'm nervous doing it by myself, and I just, like, "Should I do this?" Like, and both my teachers like, "Yes, you should do this,
Yeah,
Tyler. Like, you need
for
to."
sure.
So the whole semester, I was writing up a huge business plan, for It's So Tyler, so it fell in line, and my teachers have been great resources and very helpful, and so they have at the end of the whole project, you have your business plan and you have to give them a pitch. You have to
Yeah.
pitch your idea. And
Okay.
my pitch, and I brought in some of my um, looks that I had made, and they were like, "Tyler, you this is amazing, and this is a market and that you need to go and
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
go as far as you can go." And they were super supportive, and there's this program called Sci Starters here at Iowa State, and it's through the Papa John Center, who has been so amazing to work with. I'm actually have next week have a pitch competition for the opportunity to get some money to help
Funding.
funding, yeah, to get some funding towards It's So Tyler. So
Amazing.
as Sci Starters is they give you a certain amount of money for the summer to start your business, and they have lawyers and
Wow.
so many resources to help you start your business, and you get money for that. So I'm going to be doing those things this semester. But I have had through Iowa State has been obviously so helpful, and my fashion program, and especially my teachers getting me in touch and encouraging me and pushing me to do these things, because I again, with me being a merchandising student and not touching a sewing machine until July,
Mhm.
I don't
Mhm.
necessarily always have the best technical skills or need learning. Like, I still need to learn a lot of
Oh,
things,
sure.
but YouTube is seriously
Yeah.
how I started and is so helpful. And I know lots of people in the fashion department who in design can help me. If ever need be, they're always super wonderful. But it's just the connections. If that is the biggest thing for me, connecting with someone who knows someone is
Mhm.
life works, I feel like. Um,
Yes,
but
especially in Iowa. It's
yeah,
not, we're smaller. We're not out in the world, but this
yeah,
is incredible. And so if anyone knows anyone who can help her with your journey, please reach out. We would love to connect you with Tyler and help her grow this business because like I said, it's a vibe. It is it is something that has not been hot until now. Like wife, girlfriend, couture outfits. I mean,
mhm,
I don't know.
yeah.
Has it been around? Maybe I'm misspeaking there, but like,
I would say it's definitely picked up in the past few years. It's definitely something projected to be super big custom game day outfits, because a lot of people related to someone on that field, or themselves someone on the field, want something that no one else has. Um, and so yeah, there's definitely some awesome people who inspire me that I look up to. Um, and as well as my favorite Pinterest board. Pinterest is is something
yeah.
huge that I just get random ideas from and like to, add my own touch. So yeah.
So this summer, you are going to start creating this business. I mean, you've already started, it
Yeah.
sounds like, but
Mhm.
like you're going to put it into fruition now. Was that always your plan, or was your plan to move?
My I think honestly, at the beginning of the semester, if you asked me what I wanted to do after school, I had no idea. I've always loved fashion, and actually, a little backstory. Right after high school, I really wanted to go into modeling, and I had an a
Wow.
I was a part of with an agency, and it quickly just turned to something I was like, "This is not what I thought it was." And I was like, "I think I wanna go to school." And Iowa State has an amazing fashion program, and so I was like,
Mhm,
"I don't know what I wanna do in fashion. I know I like the industry, um, and so I'm just gonna go to school for it and see what happens." Um,
mhm.
I actually, through Megan,
Yes.
Alex,
And
um
her daughter, Alex, yes, who is amazing and talented as well.
yes, she, is out in New York and she did the same program here at Iowa State. She actually was in the same sorority as me. So she's been really awesome to look up to as well. I went and did an internship with her, out in New York 2 summers ago.
Mhm,
I really loved it. I really loved it, but there was still something more creative I wanted. Um,
mhm.
I like being creative, but I never thought it would be, like, within hands-on and actually sewing because I had never even done it before.
Right.
So, um, I, had 0 idea of what I wanted to do. If anything, I said that I wish I was back being a freshman year doing sweet. Um, and then this kinda picked up and I was like, "Okay, I really like this idea. It's really cool. How could I make this something long term?" And then after this little Super Bowl awesome situation that, I was in happened and it kinda blew up, I was like, "Okay, I think I really wanna take this full time." And a lot was on my I had a lot thrown at me at once, and so actually I have brought on 2 interns to help me, with
Yay.
with, marketing and social media and engagement, as that is my only way of reaching people. I don't have, like, an in-person store, and I wouldn't make sense to necessarily either, especially being in Iowa. So,
Mhm.
um, yeah, I'm just really trying to figure it out,
Are you doing Etsy yet? Like
no, not necessarily. I feel like a lot of, I've been having this thing with my like, going back and forth with myself of, like, who is necessarily is my target market? Like, who is my
right.
who am I wanting to reach? And with it being so custom,
Yeah.
it usually is someone related related or close to someone on the field,
Mhm,
or the court, or whatever it
mhm.
may be, or
Right, right, because this is going
out.
to expand past football. This is
Yeah,
going to be sport couture
mhm.
amazing.
Yeah,
Yes.
because 'cause I'm already working on some cool basketball and volleyball stuff, so I already have lots of great things lined up. It's more just that I'm still in school, so I don't have as much time and
Yeah.
working. I don't have as much time to completely focus on it and get it, done as fast, but, um, yeah, I just think
So this summer is gonna just
yeah,
be the
this
summer
summer
of Tyler, and
mhm.
it's so Tyler, and you're just gonna blow up, and I'm so excited for you, and I'm still blown away by the fact that it was just, like, not even a year ago that you started, um,
I actually should
sewing.
probably look up, like, the day I actually bought my sewing machine because and have,
That's
like,
the
a
day.
1-year mark, because I remember it was July, around July, and I had just started making the first vest before the season started in August, so, yeah, it's been
Well, I'm excited. We have pictures to share, and
yeah,
those will hopefully be scrolling during this as well for those who are watching us on. This will be on YouTube at some point. So and then obviously I'll share them all on our social media as well.
mhm.
Um, I guess, I mean, I feel like you've told me your favorite thing and kind of what that is. And maybe it's Pinterest, maybe it's learning from your instructors and this Sci backers. Is that what it's called?
Size starters. Size
Size starters, that
mhm.
sounds like an amazing resource as well, but is there a favorite thing or a favorite person or inspiration that you are following right now that you would like to share with us?
Um, I would definitely say my favorite thing that I get most of my inspiration from is Pinterest and
Yeah,
just scrolling, and finding different I mean, it could not even be related to, like, fashion, and I see something and I'm like, "I could totally see that on the sleeves of a shirt or, a boot, of some sort. I never thought I would be making boots, but here I am, and I just had a vision, and I don't even really know where my I don't even know where my idea came from with these boots. I feel like I was just laying there at night being so ADHD. There's times where I'm up until 3 in the morning thinking about all these amazing ideas I have, and
Yes.
do I actually bring them to life? I probably just forget about them, and then the next week, maybe remember them again.
Right,
But,
right,
boots I could not get out of my head, and I was like, "I need to make them for someone, if not myself, for next season." But, yeah, Pinterest is and I mean, just social media in general,
right,
it's
right.
a tool of inspiration and what really drives my
Your
creative thought.
creativity.
Yeah,
Yep, absolutely. And I
yeah,
agree. And, one thing that I think of when you say, when we're talking about this is like, um, you see that and you're like, "Oh, that gives me an idea." And so it's not like copying, it's like flattery that I saw amazing things in what you're doing, and now I wanna create my own amazing thing, but I thank you for giving me that idea,
yeah,
right?
mhm.
Just yeah, yeah, for sure. Well, I wanted to ask you as well, uh the next question, I guess, is it's called Show Me Your Neighbor. And I just want you to share a person, whether it be or a community resource or something that is really giving you uplifting and kind of making you push through because this isn't easy to start your own journey of sewing and fashion and all of this. It's not going to be easy. And so is there somebody who is inspiring you right now that you would like to give a shout out to?
I kind of have touched on them, but they have seriously been the reason of me being able to move further and just the encouragement in general. Starting with the two people I brought on as interns, Tori and Megan. They obviously with this starting out, I there's no way of me, being able to pay interns. And
Right.
they believe in me so much that they took this on and are doing an unpaid internship with me. Which
That's huge.
yeah, 2
That
people,
is
2 of them.
so
Yeah. So,
awesome.
it is really amazing, and they are so excited about it, so Tyler just as much as I am, and which makes it so much easier and more fun to work with others,
Yeah.
um, as well as my teacher, Emily, who has been more than helpful and emailing and sending me and connecting me with others for example, at the Papa John Center, which have taken their time to have meetings with me as well and walk me through what they think my next, stage is within creating this business. So I would definitely say my two interns, which were also my really great friends, who are super creative and love giving me ideas as well. And which every day I know that they are thinking about what are ways we could make It So Tyler, you know, more successful and bigger and better. And so if it wasn't for them, I would be lost in trying to, gather my thoughts, make something, do the thing, make it work, all of the things. So even before when I hadn't taken them on as interns, they were the ones encouraging me to just make the Instagram and helping me figure out the name. So,
Friends like that are the best. You,
as
you got
well
to hold on to them.
yeah, obviously as well as my mom. My
Oh,
mom
yes. I was going to say, shout out, mama.
yeah, shout out my mom.
Absolutely.
She is definitely one I'm always going to, "Does this look good? What do you think about this?" She, is always my biggest supporter and best friend of all time. She always reminds me that she was my first friend, which is very you always will be, but no, it's been super awesome. My mom and my dad doesn't have social media, so he's always FaceTiming me and asking me which project and, what is it looking like, and he's always so excited, and he actually, is on long-term disability and might actually be helping me out here soon.
Oh, really? Well, he's
Exciting.
very talented as
And
well.
yes, he is very love was always did construction and loves building and, doing all the things, so I actually think it'd be something he really loves, so he might be helping me and, um, my mom is always my creative little friend to go to and ask, "What does she think about so and so?" Um,
Yeah, for sure. And
yeah,
she's gonna give you the truth too.
yeah,
Like,
she is.
not gonna sugarcoat it.
Yep. And my sister, of course, my sister is always the first to be posting something or reposting, she's always so proud of me, so, yeah.
Well, we all are proud of you. And this is just step one into an amazing and exciting career in fashion. And I just couldn't be more proud of you. So thank you again. I can't say it enough. Thank you. So to kind of to wrap this up, we're going to have you remind us where people can find you as far as social media.
On Instagram and TikTok for sure. TikTok is, more creative, fun videos that I
Mhm.
post, Instagram is just, like it's the same idea, it's just you get more, like, this you can go through more photos, and it's more of like a portfolio in a sense. And then attached to there is also my website, it's sotyler.com.
Yay, you have a website
do
too?
I have a website, and within the bios of my Instagram and TikToks is, a link tree, that links you to my email, to my website, to all the things that you can, do to get in touch with me as well. On my website, there's a form you can fill out if you have any interests, and I would get back to you if there's an opportunity for me to be able to fulfill your order.
Oh my gosh, you're a rock star. That is awesome. Well, I will include those as well. Um, is there anything like you are doing the things? Is there anything that you would like to leave us with, like kind of like a mantra or a quote or something that it is just speaking to you right now? I know that's kind of just throwing that in there, so I apologize, but like I
Yeah.
feel like you're an inspiration and I just want to share your energy with others, and maybe there's something that that could help someone else right now.
Yeah, I would say, at least for myself, seeing myself in this position, I was very reserved and, like, I would say shy to show what I was passionate about, and,
Mhm.
um, so just doing the thing, going and doing what you want to do and post it and don't be embarrassed, and if you think, because I always was afraid someone's gonna be judging me or,
Absolutely.
whatever it may be, but it has turned into something so amazing and everyone recognizing me for when before I was a college student, which in itself is a really great accomplishment, but I didn't
Mhm.
have found my thing that I liked to do, or I was lost in a sense. Um,
Mhm.
and everyone's timing is different in finding what they want to do. Even my mom still says when I grow up, she wants to do, whatever it is that at the time that she was, dreaming of. She says that you never are done chasing your dreams in a sense.
That's right. Amen. That is right. You're never done. You're never too young, too
Yeah,
old.
yeah,
Age is not relative when it comes to doing what you're passionate about.
right.
And hooray for you that you figured it out much younger than I did. And so looking forward to watching and um this explosion that you're creating because it is really special.
Well, thank you.
And so, thank you so much for being here. So, we're going to find you on social media. And then, obviously, to all my friends and listeners and neighbors out there, don't forget to follow, like, and share, and tune in every Wednesday to a new episode of Not Your Average Neighbor. Tyler Anderson, you are definitely not your average neighbor. And thank you so much. And we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thanks for hanging out, neighbor. Got a community organization you think we should feature? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. And don't forget to follow, like, and share, and catch new episodes every Wednesday. See you next time on Not Your Average Neighbor.